After that crash on the run Datamine, I wonder, what's been the burning question that people have been having? Well, I might have an idea for an answer, something that myself and Mel the Honeybee have been putting together. Let's talk about it. Whoa! What's up guys, Canadian Guy here, and back with a brand new Spyro 4 speculative video. Recently, we found out that Crash on the Run will feature Spyro as a new boss, which means we will likely see a Spyro season in the mobile runner. But many of you, including myself, have been asking the exact same question. Is this going to be the design for Spyro in the highly speculated Spyro 4? My answer to you is yes and no. Let me explain. Crash's design for Crash on the Run went through multiple stages. One of the first renders, which I had pieced together, looked like a fox. This is actually still one of my favorite renditions of Crash. Then we had another rendition that, well, looked fine, but definitely seemed like Crash had one too many, something. But finally, we had the final design nailed, and it had been settled to go with a cross between the Crash Insane and Crash 4 renders. But that wasn't the only design where it kind of hit a sweet spot between the two modern takes of the Crash Bandicoot franchise. Take a look at Koko. Koko has looks from both Crash Insane and Crash 4, creating a middle ground character for the mobile app. So I thought to myself, wait, if Crash on the Run's model is like a cross between the Insane Crash and It's About Time Crash, and we have the Spyro Reignited model and the Crash on the Run Spyro, what if we solve this like a mathematical equation? If Crash and Koko in Crash on the Run are essentially the middle ground of Crash 4 and Crash Insane, then maybe the middle ground of Spyro Reignited and Spyro on the Run would be close to the Spyro 4 design. So, I hired Mel the Honeybee and we got to work. But there was some background work we had to do. Now, some of you might be wondering, why is Spyro getting a redesign at all? Well, I think Spyro will get adjustments because back when Crash 4 was announced, I had an interview with Paul Yan, studio head at Toys for Bob. When they redesigned Crash, Paul Yan said that they wanted a distinction between the remastered Crash, which is the Insane Trilogy Crash, and the modern day Crash, which is Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time. So I think that the same mindset might be applied towards Spyro when I think Beanox gets the hand on the project. In Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time, there are two direct Spyro references in-game, and one in the art book. There seems to be a striking resemblance between all three. The first one is of the pool floaty on Rude Awakening, the very first level of Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time. The second one is the giant Spyro float in the background of Offbeat. And the third one, which is in the art book, is a hologram of Spyro in Food Run. Now notice, Spyro in all three of these references has more of a squared off nose, being similar to the Crash on the Run model. Though I do think that the On the Run model has a bit of a bigger nose overall, looking almost rectangular. But another detail that I noticed is that on the float we can see that Spyro still has thumbs, while the On the Run Spyro is missing them. Another detail is the horns. Now the float and the hologram have the bull-like horns that the Crash on the Run Spyro has. Now there is one detail that neither the Spyro Reignited Spyro has, nor the Crash on the Run model. Take a look at the floaty and the float. We can see yellow spikes going down the spine of Spyro all the way down to his tail. But again, if we look at the On the Run Spyro, we can see that he does have small purple spikes, but they're not very pronounced. And again, we're trying to create a Spyro that's in between both the Reignited Spyro and the On the Run model. With that said, I think we finally can have an idea to what the next Spyro will look like. If you're enjoying the video so far, make sure to click the like button. It actually really helps. So, with all the design hints in place, I reveal to you what I think will be the Spyro 4 design. I'm sorry, Mel made this fake Spyro piece and I just had to show it. Look at the eyes, the teeth, okay, serious, let's... Here is the actual design that I think will be in Spyro 4. Thank you, Mel the Honeybee, so much for helping me put this together. Now, let's go over all the details. At first glance, this seems like a regular Spyro render, but when you put them side by side with the other two renders, you can really start to see the differences. The first one is the bigger nose. This was something that seems to have been across all the design hints that we have seen thus far. From there, we gave Spyro more of the angled bull horns that is seen on the parade float, the on the run design, and the hologram. The chest plate has less notches but are bigger, like the on the run model. We also added yellow spikes going down Spyro's spine to better match the float and floaty from Crash 4. There are a number of other small changes that we did overall, but this is what I think Spyro in Spyro 4 will look like. Of course, it is possible that there would be no changes at all, but if we're going off of Crash's track record, who has 3 modern day renders, I think some adjustments to Spyro is inevitable. Thank you so much to all those who not only support the channel, but myself and my family. Because of your contributions, I'm able to do this full time. If you'd like to support the channel, please consider clicking the join button or becoming a Patreon with the link in the description. I also live stream every Thursday and Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come on by and say hi. Again, thank you to everyone, and I'll see you guys in the next video and or live stream.